Welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin, and in today's video, we are going to look at prepositional phrases in English and how to use them correctly. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on this channel, you will be notified instantly. If you check in the description box, you will find a free gift that I have for you. That is a PDF file containing complete explanation of the basic units of English grammar. So if you are interested in that, simply click on the link in the description box and you'll be able to download the PDF file free of charge. You will also find my ebook titled Good Success in English. It is a complete study package for effective English learning. If you are interested in that, just click on the link in the description box as well, and you will be able to grab a copy of the ebook. Let's go right into today's lesson and look at prepositional phrases and how to use them correctly. Now, first of all, what is a prepositional phrase? A prepositional phrase is a group of words made up of a preposition and its object, which can be a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase. For example, in the room, under the bed, on the table, with an umbrella, at 4 o'clock, to him, by Adichie, from Mary, and so forth. These are examples of prepositional phrases. All right, then consider the following sentence. Rose received a parcel from Mary. Now, just look at the sentence. Rose received a parcel from Mary. The word from is the preposition, and it expresses a relationship between Mark and a parcel and a parcel. When you say from Mark, all right? Rose received a parcel from Mark. Mark, please. All right? So, what a preposition does is that it expresses a relationship between one thing and another in a sentence. So the words from Mark form a prepositional phrase as it is made up of a preposition from and its object, Mark, which is a noun. All right? Notice here that a preposition must have an object. The object is a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase. In other words, you have preposition plus object equals prepositional phrase. All right? So we have seen what a prepositional phrases is, what prepositional phrases are, or what a prepositional phrase is. Now, we have to note that a prepositional phrase may contain adjectives and adverbs when you look at the structure of a prepositional phrase. All right, for example, in the big house. All right, the word big is an adjective that modifies the house. In the big house. Across the slippery floor. Slippery is an adjective. Across is a preposition. The is an article. Slippery is an adjective describing the floor. All right, the type of floor you are talking about. After a very fierce battle. After is the preposition. A is an indefinite article. Very is an adverb. Fierce is an adjective describing battle. All right, so, excuse me. Then you have another example with an elegantly dressed lady. With is a preposition and indefinite article, elegantly adverb, dressed adjective, of course, a past participle functioning as an adjective that tells us about the lady. All right. Now let's now look at the uses of prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase can be used either as an adjectival phrase or as an adverbial phrase. So in other words, a prepositional phrase can do the work of an adjective or the work of an adverb. And so when it does the work of an adjective, we look at it as an adjectival phrase. When it does the work of an adverb, we look at it as an adverbial phrase. All right? So when it is used as an adjective, phrase, the prepositional phrase performs the function of a modifier of a noun within the structure of a noun phrase. All right, when you have a noun phrase, then of course you have the prepositional phrase telling us more about the noun. For example, when you say the man in the car, the man in the car, all right? So if you look at an expression like that, the man in the car. Now let's look at this. The man in the car. Now this is of course, this is a noun phrase, the man in the car. So you look at it here, you see that in the car is actually the prepositional phrase, all right, in the car. The man in the car. Okay, let's use the green color. No, it doesn't really. Let's try a blue color. So you can see in the car is the prepositional phrase, and it is telling us more about the man. When you say the man and somebody is wondering which man you are talking about, then you can explain further by using this prepositional phrase as an adjectival phrase to tell us more about the man being talked about. The man, which man? The one in the car. What an adjective does is to point out which one you are talking about exactly. And that is what a prepositional phrase does when you use it within a noun phrase, all right? So then when it is used as an adjectival phrase, it can occupy any of the adverbial positions, such as an adjunct, disjunct, and conjunct, and do the job of modifying a verb or an adjective. So we are going to look at specific examples of this, all right? So how a prepositional phrase can be used as an adverbial phrase, all right? So we are going to look at all these. So let's undo the marks and then let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here we are going to look at specific examples. Now, the uses of prepositional phrases. A, as a noun phrase modifier. You see, we had earlier referred to that, the men of the village. Now, of the village is telling us, of the village. That is really telling us about the men. When you say the men, which men? The men of the village. So it modifies the noun phrase, the men. The men is a noun phrase, all right? And then of the village is a prepositional phrase, but this moment it is used as a modifier. Now, what is a modifier? One typical example of modifier is an adjective. All right, so an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. That is an adjective. So a modifier is a word that describes another. So we can say that a modifier is a describing word. So a noun phrase modifier is, one of the uses of the prepositional phrases. And here, the men of the village, the prepositional phrase is of the village, and it describes the man, which is a noun phrase. All right. So I hope you understand this. The men of this village often beat their wives. So it modifies the noun phrase, the man. Let's take another example. The girl with an umbrella is Balogun's daughter. The girl with an umbrella is Balogun's daughter. Now, the prepositional phrase here is with an umbrella. With is a preposition, an umbrella is the object of the preposition. So, but here, as a preposition, you can see that it does the work, all right? It does the work of a modifier. It modifies the girl. When you say the girl, and your listener doesn't know the girl you are talking about, he or she will ask you which girl. And for you to specifically describe the girl you are talking about, then you use the prepositional phrase, the girl with an umbrella. When you look at, if there are three girls and one of them is having an umbrella, then with an umbrella appropriately identifies the girl you are talking about. The girl with an umbrella is Balogun's daughter. For example, you are with someone else who is your friend, and you want to show him or her another someone else, that might be of interest to the person, and they say, look at, Balogun's daughter there, and this guy is interested in knowing Balogun's daughter, but doesn't know exactly. There are three girls there. Balogun's daughter is having an umbrella, and so you say the girl with an umbrella is Balogun's daughter. So that's how to use a prepositional phrase as a modifier. In other words, when you are using the prepositional phrase in this way, you are using it as an adjectival phrase. So in other words, this prepositional phrase is also an adjectival phrase. That's what it is. So this moment, it is an adjectival phrase, all right? It is an adjectival phrase. Even though structurally it's a prepositional phrase, functionally it is an adjectival phrase. It's doing the work of an adjectival phrase, and you can actually call it an adjectival phrase. Structurally, it is a prepositional phrase. Grammatically or functionally, yes, let's say functionally, it is an adjectival phrase. It does the function of an adjectival phrase, all right? Then let's look at the second use of the prepositional phrases, and that is as a verb complement. As a verb complement. Now, give the letter to the manager. To the manager is a prepositional phrase. To the manager. So you can see to the manager here. To the manager. All right? And then how is it used here? A complement is a word or a group of words that completes the meaning of another. All right? Now, for example, when you say give the letter and you stop there, it's not complete. Give the letter. Now, of course, your listener will be wondering what exactly you mean. Give the letter to whom? Give the letter to whom? All right? Give the letter to the manager. So that is a verb complement. All right? Give the letter to the manager. So the work that the prepositional phrase does here is the work of an adverbial phrase. All right? It is functioning here as an adverbial phrase. All right? All right, so you can see all the other ones are functioning as adjectival phrases. All right. The first one as an adjectival phrase. All right, so these two are functioning as adjectival phrases because they are doing the work of adjective. An adjective modifies a noun or a noun phrase. And here, each of these modifies the noun phrase, so it's an adjectival phrase. Now, an adverbial phrase does the work of an adverb, and an adverb essentially, well, let me explain this to you. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That is an adverb. An adverb tells you more about a verb. And so here, when you are talking of give, so when you are talking of give here is the verb. All right? Give the letter to the manager. So this completes the meaning of the verb. When you are talking of give, you are giving an instruction and someone wants you to complete it, convey the complete message. Give what and to who? If you simply say give, then the first question is give what? Then the letter completes it. Okay, give the letter. The meaning is still not complete. To whom? To the manager. So that is what this prepositional phrase does here. It completes the meaning of the verb. So we call it a verb complement, all right? Now, the second one, I totally believe in God. I totally believe in God. So in God is a prepositional phrase, and here also it is functioning as an adverbial phrase because it completes, yes, it functions as an adverbial phrase and as a verb complement. So it completes the meaning of believe. All right? I totally believe. The question is believe in what or believe in whom? I believe in God. In God is a prepositional phrase functioning as a verb complement, which is usually the work of an adverb or an adverbial phrase. But here, because it is more than a word, it's an adverbial phrase. An adverb is a single word. An adverbial phrase is two or more words. So when you have a group of words doing the work of an adverb, you call them an adverbial phrase or an adverb phrase, all right? Okay, so let's undo all these marks, and then we go to the next slide without getting confused. So we want to look at more uses of prepositional phrases. And the next use is as an adjective complement. You know, this is the job of an adjectival phrase and sometimes an adjectival clause. All right? For example, the old woman was worried. If you put full stop, then there will be a question because it is not complete. Something is needed to complete the meaning. The old woman was worried. Worried about what? The old woman was worried about her sick son. So about her sick son is actually the prepositional phrase here. That's the prepositional phrase here. And so it is doing the work of an adjectival phrase. It completes the meaning. No, it is actually doing the job of an adverbial phrase because only an adverb can modify an adjective. An adjective cannot modify itself. So basically, this is an adverbial phrase, all right? This is an adverbial phrase because it is doing the work of an adverb. And how did we describe an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So here we find that this is a group of words. An adverb is a word, but when you have two or more words, then it's no longer an adverb, it is an adverbial phrase. So this is a prepositional phrase, but here we call it an adverbial phrase because it's a group of words doing the work of an adverb. The old woman is worried about her son. So about her son modifies the adjective worried. It gives us additional information about, the old woman being worried, all right? Now let's look at the next example. Doris is busy with her assignment. Now, busy is an adjective. All right. Busy is an adjective. Then with her assignment is a prepositional phrase. You can see the structure of a prepositional phrase. Normally, when you talk of a prepositional phrase, the structure is a preposition plus, well, let me erase this. A preposition plus a noun phrase gives you a prepositional phrase. Don't mind this. This is P, please. All right. Let me erase it and make it better so you won't be confused. All right. As to what this exactly is about. This is PP, still the same. Yes. P plus NP equals PP, where P stands for preposition, NP stands for noun phrase, and PP stands for prepositional phrase. Now, when you look at this, this is the P, with is a preposition. All right? And then her assignment is the noun phrase. All right, so a noun phrase is always a determiner and a noun. Her is a determiner, assignment is a noun. That gives you the noun phrase. So when we say P plus NP, that gives us this prepositional phrase. So this is a prepositional phrase, all right? This is essentially a prepositional phrase. But then this prepositional phrase is doing the job of an adverbial phrase. Well, let me use text. Okay. This is doing the job of an adverbial phrase. So that's exactly the way it is, because it is a group of words and is doing the job of an adverb, modifying the, modifying the adjective busy. The adjective here is busy. Okay, so now let's look at another function of the prepositional phrase, and that is doing the job of an adjunct. An adjunct is an adverbial that, of course, gives additional information about a verb. And that's what we have here. And what makes it an adjunct is that, of course, it is part of the core meaning of the sentence. We always sing at the assembly. You know, it gives additional information. Yet, if it is removed, it can the sentence can still convey some meaning. But when you add the adjunct, it gives additional information. So let's look at this sentence. We always sing. You put full stop. We always sing. Of course, the meaning is meaningful. We always sing. That conveys meaning. All right? But then there are a number of additional pieces of information that the listener may want to have. When you say we always sing, when do you always sing? Where do you always sing? How do you always sing? Why do you always sing? So many questions. All these questions can be answered by adverbs or adverbial phrases. Now, we always sing where at the assembly. So this is actually an adjunct of place. And you can call this also an adverbial phrase. An adjunct can be a single word adverb. It can be an adverbial phrase. All right. So, but here we look at it as an adverbial phrase. Performing the job of an adjunct of place. All right. It answers the question where. We always sing where at the assembly, where you could sing in the choir, you could sing in your house. All right. So that is an additional piece of information telling the hearer where the singing takes place. Now let's look at the next example. The dog ran into the house. Into the house is a prepositional phrase, but here it is functioning as an adjunct. All right, it is functioning as an adjunct, and essentially we can call it an adverbial phrase. It's an adverbial phrase because it is doing the work of an adverb. Now we call it an adjunct because it gives additional information about the verb. The dog ran. If we say the dog ran, the listener will ask, run where? Run to in which direction? So run into the house. That gives additional information about the verb ran. The dog ran. Did the dog run in the Olympics? Or did the dog run into the bush? The dog ran into the house. All right. Into the house is a prepositional phrase which does the work of an adjunct. All right. So that's the way it is. So let's undo all this. All right. Let's undo all this. Okay. Okay, so here, well, that brings us to the end of today's video. We have been looking at prepositional phrases in English and how to use them correctly. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends and relations. Hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video, and then hit the share button and make sure you share it with your friends and relations. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the appropriate time for you to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on this channel, you will be notified instantly. If you have any comments or suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to check the description box and click the link that will enable you to download the PDF file, which I have offered you free of charge. It's a PDF file that explains the basic units of English grammar. So if you are interested in learning more about English grammar, then click on that link. You will also find my ebook titled Good Success in English. Click on the link in the description box as well, and you'll be able to grab your own copy of the ebook. It is a complete study package for effective English learning, and it is a great ally to all English learners. If you are desirous of gaining proficiency in the use of English, certainly you need a copy of that ebook. Make sure you visit the English Classes online website, www.englishclassesonline.com.ng, and you will find amazing opportunities to learn and to earn at the same time. All right. So I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now and remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you.